All right, so I'm back, but it's giving me a time. I don't know what I did wrong. All you have to do is be going along, enjoying yourself, having a great time, and then Mercury's in retrograde coming up. The enemy just, stuff, people be praying against you out there, and this stuff just started happening. But it's okay. In these 6 minutes, I will say to you that how I got into French, and how I talked about how I got into French, and how it made a difference in my life, and how one word, the word was, I don't have this going on today, I got frustrated. The word was acheter, to buy, to purchase, by Madame Ock back in the 60s, my freshman year, my first semester at Spelman College. And I wanted to be a clinical psychologist. And look where the French took me. I guess I asked the question of you, what word has taken you somewhere, or what person has taken you somewhere that, you knew it was not your plan. You thought it was your plan. I really thought it was my plan to be a clinical psychologist, but it was not my plan. If I had gone just straight to Spanish to the, this is not working. If I had gone straight to Spanish because I'd already had Spanish, I would have missed my Madame and all that came with being a French major. But then that didn't mean that the other life wasn't going to be okay, right? No. I went to the south of France. I went to the Hotel de Paris, and I did a song. I went to the Monte Carlo, into the casinos. I had the French. I worked at Delta Airlines. I had the French. I'm just amazed at sometimes how things work out for you, and how are things working out for you, and that leap of faith. You say, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the other, and you think, wow, if I hadn't done that, where would I be? I mean, this isn't a fantastic maybe move, but for me, it gave me a different life, I think. And maybe it really got to where, maybe it went on the inside and found some languages. Of course, that's the colonized language. But, just erupted in me some kind of language thought. And my daughter has a good theory. I'm going to say it quickly because my timer's on here, and I don't know how to get the timer off right now. But we have a lot of names that are different. Our names rhyme. I think I talked about it. They have rhythm. And my daughter believes, and I'm believing with her, Evelyn Sanders Swafford. My daughter is saying that it's the DNA that's in us that wants to get that rhythm that we're missing. And so we get that rhythm into the name because we don't know what our language was. You have to read The Coming by Dr. Black, and you can get some understanding how that name and that rhythm that we have. See, we're off a little bit. Just a little bit. We're off a little bit. We've been off for 400 years. Because this is not our rhythm. I know we've been westernized. And I know I got all the stuff that's Western. I speak this tongue. This is a Western tongue that I speak. I have some Western ways that some I can't get rid of, and some I just happen to like. You see, but there's something on the inside of us that we all know is missing. If you're conscious, I think. If you're conscious, it's something else. It's something else out there. Man, some of y'all may have laughed at me yesterday when I said, when you have an earthquake and a hurricane, I said the ships are coming and the atmosphere is out of sync. To tell you the truth, the atmosphere is out of sync for whatever reason you think it is. If you're conscious, something is not in the atmosphere with people. We got to stop people and sit back a minute and listen. The Bible says we need to be still and know that I am God. Right now, let me recommend that you be still and know something and listen for the word. Listen for a word. Listen for, it could come from anybody, come from a child. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you an Evelyn Sanders story. So baby girl was a little baby. We were in a car with 3 people sat on the front seat. I know y'all don't know anything about that kind of car. Nothing in the middle, all seat. And Alvin, I was holding the baby. My mother-in-law, I think, was sitting next to her, to Alvin. Maybe it was 6 of us were in the car. And my daughter, who could not talk, said cold, C-O-L-D. You know why she said that? The air conditioner was blowing on her, and we felt her little face, and she was cold. How did she know to say cold and could not talk? You better know there's a God. You better listen up. Be still and know that I'm God. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.